What's up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we are reviewing the American Werewolf in London NECA Ultimate Kessler Wolf. So this figure is huge. This box is huge. I love the cover art where you can see the two guys walk into the slaughtered lamb before they meet this lovely individual right here. Here's a great look at the side. Here are all the different looks you can get. It comes with two head sculpts and a massive body. This is just, I'm so pumped for this figure. And again, here's another look of the side. Here is a top of the box. And then here is the bottom. If you guys want to try to find the barcode, these are the people that are involved. Yeah, I mean, this is a ridiculously big figure. Inside, here's a shot of the figure itself. And then here is a look of the Kessler Wolf without my reflection. Would be nice, but it's hard. So yeah, let's get right to the nitty gritty and open this guy up. I've been waiting a week to do it, so let's do that. Here is the Kessler Wolf out of the box, and wow, this is an awesome piece of plastic right here. I want to go over real quick this sculpt because I do really want to put on this head sculpt. I think this is the one that most people are going to put on. It's menacing, it's huge. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Friggin' fit my whole finger in there. So I definitely want to put on this. I think that would be cool. So let's go over this face sculpt, which again is a beautiful face sculpt. I mean, look at that. I think the silhouette of this guy is like fantastic. I mean, look at that figure. That's big, man. That's a big friggin' figure. But hold on, I got like, all right, here's the Michael Myers figure we just reviewed. He's the size of Michael. Like, that's insane. I mean, that's crazy. We'll bring out more figures a little bit later, but I had to so happen to have him right next to me from the last review. So yeah, so the face sculpt of this guy is just really, really beautiful. I'm just so impressed by NECA being able to do this figure. I gotta be honest, this is a figure I never thought would ever happen. I know that back in the day when Soda Toys was around, they were gonna do the figure, and I don't think it was gonna be this big. And I'm just so happy that NECA has given us this figure. This is as a horror fan, American Werewolf in London is one of the greatest it was one of the greatest werewolf films of all time. It probably is like #2 in my eyes. I mean, I think the best one's always the Wolfman, the original Wolfman. I think is fantastic. But this movie is such a great werewolf film. So to have something in my collection finally to represent this movie is just awesome. So I want to show that head sculpt, and I want to put the more meaner head sculpt on. So let's get that guy on. So here he is with the other head sculpt. And again, I just think it's such a great head sculpt. I mean, just again, look at the side profile of this figure. And it's not even a flaw, only because I'm not used to having figures in this form. It's sometimes, it's harder to pose for sure. Just because you're so used to maybe more, human poses, right? So but it is a lot of fun to pose it because there is so much articulation to this figure. And look at the back hind legs. I mean, this proportion wise, this figure is insane. I love it. And then underneath, I love all the fur. Look at how it hangs. This is heavy right here, and this is actually a separate piece, which is really cool. So you can actually see some separate bit of fur. And the head sculpt was very easy to get on and off, and you do get a really good range on the head. So, he has, I think posability wise, this figure is really awesome. You just have to get used to posing in such a, unique design. I mean, this is I don't have another figure like this. So I just think it's so cool. I just I love it so much. It's such an awesome figure. And like I said, just the silhouette and the side profile of this guy is just really great. I actually never noticed that he had the stubby tail, so I think that's really cool. I think what's so nice about this werewolf design is that it is so different. It's not like a Wolfman, right? It's more like a hellhound. And I think that's such a cool look by Rick Baker and John Landis to be able to come up with this design. And the transformation scene is the best transformation scene out of any movie, and no one has ever been able to top that since. And it's funny, even with CGI, still you can't beat what they did in this movie. So that's something that I thought was so cool with American Werewolf in London, is the transformation scene is the absolute best. And it was all practical, mind you. It just goes to show you that it's really hard to beat practical effects. So yeah, I mean, this figure is just absolutely breathtaking. trying to find more and more detail because there's so much to it. I actually like that there's no fur on the back of the hind legs. Oh, look at it, has a dew claw. It even has a dew claw. And there's more up here. There's another dew claw up here. I mean, it's just so cool, guys. I mean, I just, it's worth the price. You know, I think I paid 80, so this was 70. In stores, this would be 70, I think, retail. So, but yeah, I mean, this figure is this. No, actually, I didn't pay. I think I paid 70, so I think retail this is 60. So I just think this figure is breathtaking, but I want to get a couple more wolves out of my collection to show you how he looks with some of the wolves. Similar to what we did with Michael Myers, we have the evolution of wolves, right? We have the original Lon Chaney Jr., which is my favorite wolf design ever, so much so that I have him tattooed on me. And actually, just so people know, my favorite monster in horror history is a werewolf. I'm a werewolf guy through and through. When the debate of vampires versus werewolf, I'm always on the side of a werewolf. The Underworld, I rooted for the Lycan. So yeah, werewolves are my favorite all-time monster. Ever since I was a kid, I've always loved the Wolfman. So, obviously we have the original Lon Chaney Jr., we have the Kessler Wolf, and then we have the remake of Benicio del Toro, also by Rick Baker, werewolf design. So, to see the two, and it's so cool that Rick Baker was able to give us his interpretation of the Wolfman, which I love. This design is fantastic. And then you get his other iteration of a werewolf, which is the Kessler Wolf, which is, again, a fantastic wolf. Now, let me get some of the newer NECA releases, such as the Michael Myers, the Jason, so you can see how this year is shaping up for NECA. Here is some of the other releases of NECA this year of the New Blood Jason, Part 7, and then the Halloween Kills Michael Myers. So I think NECA is really doing a fantastic job. Oh, I also want to bring out the Frankenstein monster, so we'll do that in a minute. But I think they're doing such a fantastic job this year of the horror figures. I feel, you know, I feel like the quantity has been a little bit lower, but the quality is up. So let me get Frankenstein, because we gotta see what Frankenstein looks like with the Kessler Wolf. Here is the NECA Frankenstein monster next to the Kessler Wolf, and it's just really nice to see some old school classic monsters together. So I had to do this quick size comparison, but I hope you guys really liked this video. I hope you guys can comment down below. Keep an eye on my channel for more action figures, haul videos, you name it, I do it. And I hope to guys see you soon. Go check out my Halloween Kills review and my New Jersey HorrorCon haul, where you get to see all the people I've met and what I've picked up. So I hope you guys liked the video. I'll see you in the next one.